Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome back to yet another week of Championship predictions. This time we are predicting the midweek fixtures for match week 17 in the Championship. As always, on screen now is how the prediction league is looking going into this match week of fixtures. It's very close, so be sure to get your predictions in the comments once again to add to your score or even get your score started. It's still not too late. There's a long way in the season to go. It's the right time to start though, with loads of games upcoming. Right then, let's get into the predictions. If you're going to enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get predicted. Match week 17 of the Championship. We begin with Hull hosting Ipswich Town. For Ipswich, of course, it was a point at home against Wrexham at the weekend after a few wins on the bounce, of course. For Hull, surprising, they lost away to QPR. I thought they were going to get the win over the line on the weekend, but unfortunately for them, they conceded late on in the game and lost that one 3-2 away at Loftus Road. In this one, I see both sides scoring. Of course, Ipswich recently have been okay defensively, but I do think they outscore Hull here. Hull 1, Ipswich 2. Moving on to a big game between the top two in the Championship. Middlesbrough in second, hosting Coventry in first, and Coventry are running away with the league at the moment. Borough with a 1-1 draw away at Oxford. But, of course, the main headline going into this one is that Kim Hellberg will have his first game as Middlesbrough manager. Of course, the man that was supposed to come to Swansea has ended up going to Middlesbrough. Honestly, I'll put it on the record now. It's not going to work. But, of course, I'm all up for being proven wrong. Against Coventry, it's not an easy start. And, of course, it's going to be a very tricky game for them. Against Coventry, of course, who beat West Brom 3-2 after going behind in that one as well. So it was an incredible game for both sides last time out. In this one, though, you really have got to back the favourites, Coventry, for the win here. Although it is at the Riverside, I think it could end a draw, but I'm going Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 2. A big game at the top to a big game at the bottom. It's Norwich hosting Oxford. Now, Norwich, of course, with the defeat last time out against Birmingham. To be fair, lots of sides are going to lose to Birmingham, especially away, so you can't really read too much into that one under Philip Clement in his first game. Against Oxford, though, who are a very tough side to beat, but at home last time out, they made it tough for Middlesbrough, who drew 1-1 there, of course. Oxford, of course, are around the area that Norwich are at the moment as well, although Oxford have got quite a few more points than Norwich so far. It's a massive game. It's one that I think Norwich simply have to win at home here if they want to start to get the season back on track. And I will back them for the win here. I wouldn't be too surprised if Oxford win it, because I feel like I am, taking a blind eye to Oxford a little bit here. I just back in Norwich because a club like that, surely they will pick up pace soon. Surely. In this one, Norwich 3, Oxford 2. Moving on, we go to Stoke, hosting CHARLTON, of course. It's another game for Nathan Jones, just like the weekend just gone, where he faces a former side, this time in Stoke City, although he was only there for just a few games, really. CHARLTON last time out got battered by Southampton 5-1 in just the first half and no goals in the second half, as their only second defeat at the Valley this season. They go to Stoke, who lost to Leicester 2-1, and Asmir Begovic really did deny Stoke anything more from the King Power at the weekend. In this one, though, Stoke are back home and CHARLTON will look to bounce back, but just like Stoke. But I think it's the home side that get 3 points here to continue their good start to the season. Stoke 3, CHARLTON 1. Next up, we go to Swansea hosting Derby. There will be a matchday vlog out tomorrow evening for this one. Vitor Matos, his first game for Swansea against John Eustace's Derby County. Swans beat them, of course, the end of last season at home. It was a very tough game, though, and I imagine the same tomorrow night. Derby, though, lost last time out. They had 5 wins in a row, trying to make it 6 against Watford, and they ended up losing the game. In this one, of course, I'm going to bet the Swans. We need a reaction. Bristol away was absolutely awful in terms of performance. And Matos has got to get a tune at the players. We have to do something. Hopefully a new manager bounce will help us out here. Swansea 1, Derby 0. Next up, we're going to Watford hosting Preston. Very disappointing for Preston at the weekend as they, on Friday night, lost to Blackburn in that fierce game. Whiteman, I don't know how he survived not getting sent off for that one. As for Watford, of course, they're doing very well at the moment. And I do think they get 3 points at home here. Watford 2, Preston 0. Moving on, it's two sides that got relegated from the Premier League last season. Southampton versus Leicester at St Mary's. Now, Leicester have a good record in this fixture in recent games away at St Mary's. But in this one, it's Southampton with a better form at the moment, especially with that interim in charge. Likes of Tom Fellows, Azaz, of course, brought in the summer. And they were West Brom and Middlesbrough's best players last season, undoubtedly, in my opinion. And Southampton just got them lying around in their squad. It's absolutely incredible as they put 5 goals past CHARLTON at the weekend. For Leicester, of course, they did win at the weekend against Stoke. But in this one, I just feel like it's going to be a home win at St Mary's. Southampton 2, Leicester 1. BLACKBURN hosting QPR next up. QPR have not got a good record away at Ewood Park, but they did get the win against Hull last time out. And I thought Hull were going to win that one, but in the end, QPR with a big surprise for BLACKBURN. They did just win, of course, away at Preston. And the away form has been pretty good. At home, not so good, but I am going to back them to win here. BLACKBURN 3, QPR 1. Next we go to Millwall hosting Sheffield Wednesday with the 3-0 defeat in the Steel City derby there. And for Millwall, they also lost, of course, last time out it was to Portsmouth 3-1 away at Fratton Park. In this one, I do see only one winner, that being the home side Millwall for a 3-0 win at the Den. Sheffield United hosting Portsmouth now. Sheffield United with a massive win last time out to beat, of course, their rivals, and that will give them a lot of confidence, especially as they go back home. And considering the start of the season as well, it really hasn't been great for the Blades. In this one, they host Portsmouth, who got a massive win last time out. They've drawn quite a lot of games so far this season, all just lost out on the points late on in games. And they've deserved something more. So it was a massive win against Millwall at the weekend. In this one, it's not an easy game. I've got Portsmouth to lose it 2-1 away at Sheffield United. Close game this one though. Moving on, we go to Wrexham hosting Bristol City. It was a positive result last time out at the weekend for both of these sides. For Wrexham, it was a draw against inform IPSWICH. For Bristol City, they beat Swansea 3-0, and that's all that needs to be said on that, because I don't want to say any more about it because it was awful. In this one, I do think it will be a close game, and so far this match week, I haven't predicted a single draw until now. In Wales, 1-1 between Wrexham and Bristol City. Close game here. And the final game of match week 17 to predict, it's West Brom hosting Birmingham in what is a bit of a fierce game, this one, at the Hawthorns. So West Brom, of course, they'll be out without Malumbi after his red card against Coventry. And West Brom weren't too bad in that one. Birmingham have been banging the goals in recently. Another 4 last time out against Norwich. They just cannot stop scoring. I think they concede some here, but they also score a few. I think Birmingham get the win against West Brom. West Brom 2, Birmingham 4 in this one. Well then, guys, they are my predictions for match week 17 of the Championship. If you did go on to enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe, goodbye.